Good evening, everybody. Just messing around with the car a little bit and had a timing light hooked up to it, and it seemed like every couple of flashes it would fall back 4 degrees or something like that. So I've been doing a little research on that, and it seems some people were saying maybe the distributors got too much play in it, but um, I don't think that is bad. And this one is pretty new, so there's not any side to side play like the bushing is worn on the top. That's just the gear engagement right there, the shaft, the distributor gear to the cam. So I don't think that's an issue. And again, it doesn't wobble. There's nothing side to side, so I don't think that's the issue. I don't know if it's a little. Maybe there's something intermittent with this spark plug wire. So I am going to swap this number one plug lead. And before I order a whole new set of wires, I'll put one of my old wires on. I got a set of old wires over there. I'll just swap out the number one and see if it makes a difference. But other people were saying, it could just be the timing light. So this is the Inova with the digital advance. I haven't had any issue with it, but I was going to test it on one of my other cars, but they're all coil on plug. They don't have spark plug wires to connect it to. So I might trying to borrow another timing light just to compare. I think that maybe the Pep Boys or not Pep Boys, excuse me. I think the O'Reillys up the street might rent a timing light. So I might just rent one from them and see if that's the difference. But I did swap out. This is my replacement. This is the Spectra distributor, my backup. So I'm going to do that first to rule out anything there. But really, when I had this apart and compared to my Motorcraft one, they both had about the same amount of play in the shaft. So that I don't think that's of any concern, and I really don't think that's the issue. So it's leading me to believe. One guy said his timing was erratic because the PIP sensor was going bad. So of course, swapping the distributor, we can check that. This is obviously a different one than the other one. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Is to try the distributor, swap swap one of the spark plug wires. I don't know if it's getting crosstalk or something with or if the timing light's bad. I'm not sure. So a couple things I can check. The only other thing I've done is I did actually adjust my what is it? The camber. Yeah, I had it set for 1.5 degrees negative, but I went ahead and got it closer to about one half of a degree. It just looked like the tires were leaning in too far. So I kind of reset that at about 1/2 degree. I don't know. They definitely look, a little more straight than they were before. So I think I'm going to run with that. 1/2 degree negative camber. And then again, I just want to check this issue on this timing light with the timing jumping, and that is with the spout out. Obviously take the spout out, and you basically taking the spout out, your timing should be locked at 10 degrees. It shouldn't move at all. So I'm trying to get that stable, and again, just ruling out if it's something wrong with the PIP sensor. Obviously this is a different TFI to check compared to my Motorcraft one. I have changed the cap, and the only other thing we can change the spark plug. I'm not sure. These are definitely a couple years old, but I'm not sure if they're. I just think they're OEM. I think these are part store replacements. But I got an older set of Ford racing plugs down there, or wires, excuse me, plug wires. I can try one of those on there and see if that makes a difference. And then last but not least, we'll try a different timing light. So that's the update. I do want to make sure we have a nice, stable timing in there, and we just got to rule out what it is. So other than that, and I did also, to rule out the computer, I did look at my last data log, and at wide open throttle, the data log shows 32 degrees timing, just like the computer. That's what's in the timing table. So I know the computer is asking for the right timing. So that much is fine. And again, with the spout out, it shouldn't move at all. And this is, going, it'll be on 10 degrees, and then boom, it'll flash here, and then it'll jump every couple of times. And it's too hard to get that on camera. I've tried. I can't capture that, but trying to rule a few things out here. So hopefully it's something easy, like just some plug wires. Anyway, guys, that's the update. Let's see if we can get this timing rock solid before we take it to the track here in should be less than 2 weeks. All right. Thank you. Have a good night.